We like how this track come out. Shit! Just relax, man. He done fucked up, man. I wasn't even blinking that time. Welcome to another episode of Rap in Order. I'm First Class Regg.
I'm Taurian B.
Today we got Robbie Digital joining us. We got Eli P. And Rob, you gotta actually say something for the listeners.
Yo, what up? You know the vibes. It's here. I'm here. I am him. It is me. I am Robbie Digital.
Okay. And we're back after taking, a brief hiatus. We weren't just resting, guys. We were getting some shit in order. And we're back, man. And I'm excited. Today, the album that we're going over is Without Warning. Without Warning is the album project, whatever you want to call it, from 21 Savage, Offset, and Metro Boomin. It came out in 2017. It was teased on October 30th of 2017. And the next day, it just came out, The project featured Quavo. It featured, who else is on this thing? You only had two.
Travis Scott.
Quavo and Travis Scott. 10 songs. Production mostly handled by Metro. What are your opening statements on this project? I'm going to start with Taurian.
These were the two most one-dimensional artists to get together and do a full-length project. And granted, I really enjoy 21 Savage, and granted, I enjoy the Migos. I know them getting together, you would be like, you would think that you were like, wow. And I like the dark tones of the album, but I think this should have been a lot shorter EP. We didn't need 10 songs from it. I think that was my takeaway from it, is that it should have been a 5-song EP. And I think if it would have been a 5-song EP, it would have been a lot better. 10 songs was
overkill. Rob, you want to follow up?
Yeah, I didn't love this. I didn't like the lead single. I didn't like none of it. I didn't even know it was a full-length project until y'all mentioned it to me. I just kept seeing that dog bark everywhere, and it was like, oh, okay. I love 21. I love Offset, and I love Metro Boomin, but they're the worst conglomerate together I've ever heard in my life. They're like an affordable version of Voltron. It was really bad. I did not like it at all.
All right. Eli?
A classic.
I fucking love this project. Thank you, Eli. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Go ahead. What the fuck is wrong? I'm sorry.
All right. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Eli.
That's all I have to say.
Okay. Regg, go on, Regg, because you just love you some 21 Savage and his simple ass rhymes. Go ahead, let's go.
There's maybe one track on this album that I don't need, and which we'll get to. But otherwise, this project is amazing. I think they sound great together. I think Metro's production is amazing, as always. I think him and 21's chemistry is always on display, even though, like, you'll see in the fold of this project how Offset and Metro aren't really the focus, or them as a conglomerate aren't really the focus. Like, they have a lot of solo songs on this project before coming together on the song. But I think overall it's really, really dope, and I think it's really slept on.
Right. And so I'm gonna
let me finish. It's definitely better than that Quavo and Travis Scott travesty. That shit was terrible.
You don't got me over here championing either one of those shits. But let me finish. So listen, this is my thing, right? When this project came out, it was following Future and Young Thug's Super Slimy, which I thought was a really great project. That was the bar for me, right? I was like, all right, cool, like some collabs that we didn't think we would see or whatever. So it was those collabs that we didn't think that we would see. And from that, I just felt like this isn't living up to it. Then I'm like, all right, cool, this is on the heels of Savage Mode. Obviously, I felt like they probably still had a lot of stuff that they had working on the album. But then I realized, like, oh snap, This is really a 21 Savage album, and it's kind of like how like Only Built for Cuban Links is Raekwon's album, but it's featuring Ghostface and You Got. That's literally what it is. Like it's not a joint project. I don't think it was a collaborative project. I think like Offset came in on the very back end of this project, and I think that's why it was like troublesome for me. And again, like I love 21 Savage, but I feel like 21 Savage, like he only has like one lane and he's only really good at one thing. And I think Offset needs to be in a group setting. Offset solo, he don't know what is going on. Like he needs a takeoff to ad lib after he says a bar or something like that.
I think. Well, I don't know because I think out of the Migos releases, he had the most complete album that came out.
I thought that takeoff did personally, but it's just.
But all right, so we'll get into the album itself. The album kicks off with Ghostface Killers, which is produced, of course, by Metro Boomin. Features Offset and 21 and Travis Scott.
Ghostface Killers, it was a really good opening. Once again, you can like this was like the opening track, and I enjoyed the opening track. I enjoyed the production. So Metro Boomin's that's one thing. Like, let me be clear. Metro Boomin's production is always top notch. If you notice, I didn't have anything to say about that, and that's something I can't deny. So the way the opening was, I like that, and it set the tone, right? But it just sounded like they weren't in the studio.
Okay. And Rob, you got something to add?
Yeah, that's what I got to add. Yeah.
Yo, you were fucking bugging. Eli?
I mean, I feel like this was a perfect introduction to this album. It set the tone for the entire project. Travis Scott's feature was good, but it wasn't a standout. And going back to something that like we all agree on, I think that we all agree on. I know Reggie agrees with me on this. It's kind of hard to get a Travis Scott feature without like the beat changing and the tempo changing and making it into a Travis Scott track. I think 21 did a great job at this, but I have to say, and I have to speak for this entire project, I think Offset bodied every single track on this entire album, especially Ghostface Killer. Like his flow with his double paced up flow, like he smokes it, he kills it. His cadence, the thing, the shit that he's saying, the shit that he's saying on the track, like it's just a perfect intro to this whole entire project. And it's just like, ooh, like, okay, you get into your shit. Like, all right. I feel like this is one of the tracks that like really shows this project. Damn, I'm trying to get my words together, my fault. But I really feel like this project and this song really shows the cadences, the different type of flows, that everything that has to offer. And I think we haven't even seen what we could get from Offset yet.
You're gonna have to be solo soon, but you're right.
Well, I agreed. I agree with that. As far as like, I think this project helped me like Offset more as a rapper too, because he got into like different cadences and shit, and he tried different shit, and he got a chance to like stand on his own. Doing project, like he still shined a lot on his own. And I agree with what you said about Travis Scott too. Like, I usually don't like Travis Scott features for that reason. He tends to like swallow up the whole fucking song. But I like him on this a lot. So I'll go with that. And Julius, thank you for joining us, sir.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. I just want to say that when this project came out, I thought it was a half pound of ass burger. But listening to it this week, it was actually pretty fine. I want to say 80% of the project was great to me. Metro Boomin, man, he is one of the hardest working producers out right now. And I definitely want to see him do more, I want to say, non-rap music, more in that bag. I definitely want to do that. He's young, so he has a lot of time. Offset definitely his flow is definitely really really good. I want to say possibly the best flow out of the Migos and one of the best flows in hip hop at the moment. But this project was pretty great. Like I said in the beginning, definitely a half pound of ass. But now listening to it, I want to say it's pretty good. There are a lot of missing. There are a lot of this project missing. That's missing visuals. It should have this project was big, and I believe it could have been bigger. I appreciate Ric Flair coming into it. Hip hop loves Ric Flair a lot. I think the black community just loves Ric Flair a lot. So I really, really appreciated Ric Flair's
Flair? His flair.
Oh, okay. There we go. Nice pun.
Big pun.
So it's okay, Julius. It sounds like you're trying to like catch up. We not that far in.
No.
Tone it down. Thanks.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're definitely giving us movie operator, Julius. If you like this movie, press 1.
As I'm on an adrenaline rush from my previous call, so you're
no
welcome.
problem, Julius. Cool. Red, let's go to the second song.
To the next song. Next song is Rap Save Me. Rap Save Me features Quavo. And of course, produced by Metro.
I'm gonna go first. So on this song, I really like how 21 takes on the hook, and I really like his first verse, and I like the melody. Well, he has the first verse, and I like the melody a lot on the track. Like you know that him and Metro have like a chemistry together. They just put out Savage Mode, which is an amazing project. So it was just really good.
Okay.
I mean, the beats are cool, but I don't want to reward a fish for swimming. Metro Boomin makes great beats because he's Metro Boomin. To me, it was just kind of like, it was okay. Like this whole project, I'll be honest, I won't be super like enthusiastic about it, but it was all right.
And Julius?
Yeah, when Offset came in, absolutely incredible. I just love how he came in. You're bugging, Robbie. You're bugging, but it's okay, Robert. It's okay.
Episode.
Huh?
He has an agenda. It's
okay, but yeah, this is a good song. It's nothing like crazy. It's nothing like it's not a lot to say about this song, but it's an enjoyable song. That's really it. It's cool to me. It's good to me.
Word. Eli?
I can't say nothing wrong, man. I feel like Offset does this. He takes the cake on this. 21 got some decent bars on this. Once again, like we keep on saying, like Metro smoked the production on this. I feel like this tracks where like it picks up a little bit and it's a good transition into the next track. But yeah, I'm not gonna say anything bad about this whole entire album. So y'all better get ready for all the compliments, I guess. For all the compliments and praise.
So the next song on here is Ric Flair Drip. Offset fly solo on this. It's produced by Metro, of course. And it makes no fucking sense how good this song is.
Yeah.
This is an amazing song.
They needed a music video.
Production.
They did a video. I think.
They did a video for this?
Yes.
Yeah, they did. They did a
Yeah,
video.
I didn't see the
with Ric Flair, I think.
Yeah, Ric Flair's in the video. Yeah. And Offset's wearing the robe and everything. I like the song. I don't like it as much as Regg does, obviously. It's a good song though. Like I didn't think it was like that good, and I think if it was that good, like other people would agree with Regg, but they don't. But it's a good song.
Other people? Who was other people?
I'm just saying.
Victoria, like, what you're saying is your opinion is the only one that matters.
Yeah,
and we just respond to it.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the masses' response to it would have been bigger. I feel like if I went out and asked a couple DJs, they'll be like, "It's a cool song. It's not like it's like
Is this my turn? Is this my turn to?
I enjoy the song though. Like I enjoy the song, and I definitely enjoy the video. The video made me enjoy the song more.
Can I retort? Can I?
No, actually, no. I want somebody else to go. Eli, I want somebody else that likes the song to go.
Sorry, I thought we was talking about Rap Save Me. My bad.
We're talking about Rick Flair.
Just did that, bro.
Yes, sorry. I'm here now.
I understand, guys. We're a little rusty. It's been a while.
No, we're Reggie, not Rusty.
Well, no, Ric Flair, how do you know? Well, okay, I understand why you don't like Ric Flair Drip, but the video was amazing.
Explain.
The song aged terribly.
No, it did not. You're number one, that's wrong. And I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna show you how wrong you are, because when you play that in the club right now, you will definitely get a little two-step. It don't it's okay for them not to say.
When was the last time you been to a club, Julius?
I've seen video in Atlanta, and you can play this in the club right now, and you will still
Isn't Atlanta geographically biased? This is the song you play when you just get to the club and buy a drink.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off. Just to be clear, this song went 6 times platinum. I don't know what this. I don't know what this. What these unbeknownst, like, I don't know what you guys are talking about as far as like it could have been bigger. It went 6 times platinum.
Because Ric Flair was in it. Its name and song.
Tekashi 6ix9ine has a diamond single. What are you talking about?
It's the source of the record.
You about to do the going platinum thing on me, Reg?
Oh, the song went 6 times platinum. You said it wasn't.
Okay, that's a different thing, though.
We got a lot of numbers.
Bro, but
if it goes 6 times, bro, if a record goes 6 times, there's a difference between a record going platinum and a record going 6 times platinum. That means that if a record is going 6 times platinum,
somebody's listening,
genuinely fucking with it.
Somebody, not genuinely.
Do you know how many wrestling fans probably just played that shit on repeat because it was called Ric Flair?
And that's what makes it a fire song. It might even make it a classic song.
Yo, do you know how many songs like this?
It's a great video. It's a great.
Stop. Let me talk. You said it was big of a record. That's why I said it went 6 times platinum. You said it wasn't that big. That was my retort.
I'll put it like this. There's a lot of songs that like people like to stream or whatever like that, and like they aren't that big of like a record or whatever like that. Like people have fan bases. But all right, cool.
Bro, like
okay, cool. 6 times platinum. I'll take the L.
Like 2 to 3 years after this project dropped, after this project dropped, people were asking, "Yo, are we gonna get Without Warning 2? Without Warning 2?" And I saw those tweets, and women had to go on socials and say, "Sorry, you guys are not getting another one," because right after this album dropped, that's when 21 took off. That's when Migos like took off to like their second tier of status or whatever.
Next time we had a large gathering, I want to do this. I want to ask a group of our mutual friends, our peers, to give us some of the bars
leave them Rakim and Eric B's and
I'm the only one. I'm the only one that loves Eric B and Rakim. What are you talking about?
No, not the old heads. No.
You talking about the old heads?
Not the old heads.
Who's the old head? Who's the old heads?
Our mutuals. Those the old heads. It's okay. Ooh. I want you to listen to the 25 and under crowd. My
little brother thinks his album sucks.
Well, guess what?
And he's a DJ.
He's 1 out of 6 million people that. Well, excuse me. He's the 6 millionth and one person that didn't like it.
Okay.
So
you literally came in here and said that this album was 2 packs of ass cheeks, and now you're over here saying that sucking.
I said it in the beginning when I first listened to it, and then I liked the album.
He did say that. You got done with Ric Flair Drip Rants?
This is a great song. Great song.
Song 2 pack of ass.
I wanna meet 6 people that know the words of this song.
It's
okay.
That know the.
I want to meet 6 people. I want to meet 6 people under 25 years old that know the words of this song, that rap this song.
You probably got there.
They gonna sing the shit out this chorus. I bet you guys.
Yeah. I can't even sing the chorus.
All right. My Chopper Hate Niggas is the next song.
That is a wild title for a song.
Okay. So can I say something?
Sure.
Go ahead, Joe. I mean, Taurian.
This album is one of the. I mean, this song is one of the best songs 21 Savage has ever made in his life. I will argue. I'll go to my grave dying saying that this is possibly the greatest song that 21 Savage has ever made in his life. He is so heartless, and the song is so dark for me. Like I really felt this song. This is the song I listen to the most off the entire project. This is the best song he's ever made in his life. Period.
I mean, that's what I love about him. It is a really good song, but I like I mean, I'm just the wrong person to ask because there's so many 21 songs that I really like, and this one doesn't make my short list, but it is a really good song. And I like how Ric Flair drip goes into this one because, and I like when joint projects do that anyway, when they decide to give one person the track and then they give the other person. So it's like kind of get a chance to
you got a good balance.
Offset who is more flashy and more in your face, and you got Ric Flair in your fucking video. Like, it's just super flashy and super in your face. That's his whole swag, which is great. And then you got 21 who's fucking dark. And then it goes back to what Taurian said, where this probably did start out as just a 21 album because it has all the aesthetics that 21 is drawn to. It came out on Halloween. It's black and red themed. It's like super murderous and super dark. But then you have Offset there to kind of like, for lack of a better term, offset that type of, that trait, that aesthetic with his own. So amazing. Like, I love this song.
21 makes great action packed songs. I can literally
makes murder tales, bro.
Exactly. That's why I would love for him to. I think he is executive producing a soundtrack, but I don't know what movie it is. But hopefully, it's an action thriller. Because if it is an action thriller, I feel like his music would be perfect for it.
It's for the new Saw movie with Chris Rock.
Yeah, he's doing a soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yep. It matches. It matches for his not persona, but just his music and his cadence.
Mm-hmm. And all right, so we'll move into the next song, which is Nightmare.
Can we talk about that transition from song into Nightmares? Oh my God!
Can we talk about? It's actually the next 3 songs transitioning. So it actually goes from My Chopper Hate Niggas to Nightmare and then to the next song. But I want to like that three track, like, so tracks 4 through 6 is my favorite part of the album. So I have nothing but praises, and I understand like those 3 tracks make me understand why I love it so much. But I just felt like, these 3 tracks should have just been the EP. And Ric Flair drip and the first track. I felt like those 5 songs, that's all we need.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I got nothing bad about the song. I like it.
Okay. That transition is fucking amazing. Amazing. This is it blends perfect. Metro shows that's his strong point because Metro does that like really well. I don't think people really showed it again on Savage Mode 2.
Yeah,
we're like
that a lot.
Like the way he goes into the next track is just so perfect.
Yeah. Freddie Cougar give him nightmares. Oh, as soon as you close your eyes, nigga be right there. What? Come on, man. This is a perfect cinematic song. This is if they was to do another Freddy Krueger movie, it's impossible why you wouldn't want to have this song in the intro for the trailer. Like this is everything you want it to be. This is a perfect song. I'm sorry, this got to be thrown. I listened, since this song dropped, I have it on my gym playlist. I listen to this album. I listen to this song damn near every single day. This is perfect. Oh my God. I don't know what else to say, but they smoked this.
I don't know if I want Freddy Krueger walking to this song or chasing me to this song with it like nigga we right there.
Come on, bro. You wouldn't want to die to a bop? want to die to a bop. This is a great way to go out. Nobody else?
Anybody else?
We talking about Nightmares now, right?
Yes.
I think Eli said everything that could be said about it. I mean, yeah, it sounds like it gives you horror film vibes. I think that what I really want is I want Metro Boomin to do the score to some horror films. I know like 21 Savage, like he has like the tone and everything like that, but I want Metro Boomin to like I want him to do like the full score, not like the soundtrack where you get artists. Like I want him to be in there like with an orchestra, like doing dark shit. So.
Yeah. I agree with that actually, because I mean he has the vision for it. I think anything he definitely just brings that out of him. But yeah.
Offset's cadence on this second verse, guys, relax. Oh man, that's a lot. Trying to get robbed, get penalized, taking your life, running a bag million in cash over your body bags in the gym. What? Bruh, come on now. Like, son, that triple paced up flow that Offset has on this, it's impossible. You can make a strong argument with someone, the nerve to really say, like, yo, I don't fuck with this song. Because it makes sense. This is perfect.
There. I don't even think Rob listened to this album, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
I know Rob didn't like this album.
I listened to it. And I ain't like it.
There was no sneaker references. We get it.
We'll get into Mad Stalkers with Reunites 21 and Offset at this, because I'll say Reunites because up until this point, low key, we haven't heard them on the song together since the second song on this project.
Why does Offset 8 bars so hard? Mad Max with me, I'm big. Run through the Draco, we got Sig. Busting all over your chick face. Make the chick play with my kids. Steak and shrimp, shot him in the ribs. Baby bottles, ain't no bibs. 20 models all gone kneel. Breathing with this water like Gil.
Son, he destroyed this. He bodied this, bro. Mad baller. All my diamonds, mad flawless. What? Come on, dog. We got mad.
Bro, Offset was really the MVP.
He was the MVP on this entire project. This album had so hyped to hear his solo project, and then we just got wild disappointed.
I mean, no, okay, I'm lying. I don't know who the MVP is. I don't know.
No,
let me get
Offset for me.
On my wrist. Put a double G on my kids.
Yeah.
Put a double G on my bitch. Like, yo, all for this, bro.
I probably leave you before I leave. Before I leave the lean, little bitch, don't play with me. Oh God, come on, man. I don't understand how y'all y'all throwing Z's at this project. It's crazy.
I would love to be in the studio with them during the song, just to see how what was the chemistry like during.
Yeah, what was the chemistry? What was the feel? What was going on in the studio? How did this project even come about? Is what I really want to know. That shit is because the shit that I love about Atlanta artists is just like, yo, they constantly in the studio, constantly producing, constantly creating, constantly just, and the thing is, and what makes this so special too is just like, yo, they do these things and they keep it all under wraps. Like they don't let everybody know. It's kind of like, nah, we keeping this secret. They're not going out to outlets and saying, oh we like all these guys working on something. And you can tell that this whole project was put together organically. It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like they were trying to chase after anything. The only record that I can honestly say from this whole entire project, I kind of felt like they were going up.
Wait.
Yeah. My fault.
Relax.
Yeah.
Can I come in and burst Eli's bubble? Can I come in and burst Eli's bubble?
Yeah, go.
Not yet.
People in Atlanta did know that this project was coming. It's just that it was like we don't live in Atlanta.
Well, then you're talking about something regional then.
That's what I just said. You just repeated what I said. But I'm just saying, like you saying what Atlanta artists do and this and that. Like, no, all artists always stay in the studio. Don't you always see rappers in the studio? That's what rappers do. Rappers go in the studio all the time. It just so happens that niggas from Atlanta is making the best music right now. That's it. It's not special. It's not no great formula to it, Eli. It's not like only people from Atlanta are making like they have some magical plan where like everything is perfect. Like, no, Atlanta's just controlling the sound of music right now. That's it.
Yeah, but this album's not that. This album's not that good.
That's not the point that I'm making. What I'm just saying is that Eli made it sound like people in Atlanta got some magic formula. Like, no,
Taurian, stop being so literal. Stop being so literal. They're in the studio so much, but the problem is all the studio time that they're in, some of that music sounds repetitive, like this album.
Rob, I don't know why you're correcting me right now. I started this off saying that these are the most like simple niggas, like as far as like one-dimensional rappers. So right now you just overstepped me for no reason. There was no reason for you to chime in.
I just wanted to be a part of the show.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's like you don't have to just say stuff just because you don't have shit else to say. Like, we're on the same page, so there was nothing for you to say to combat against me. Combat against Eli or Regg.
Okay, high five.
All right, to the next song. Next song is Disrespectful. Love this fucking song. It's produced, of course, by Metro Boomin. Hardest opener on this project.
Pause.
Is from 21, of course. I'm a gang banging, chain swinging, chopper toting, zone 6 nigga.
Louis V slippers, Saint Laurent pistol. What?
Yo, that shit is hard. That shit is fucking hard.
My pickle.
I don't know
those next lines are,
bruh.
What?
Those next lines. The man said, "Gucci on my pickle."
Nut right on
her nipple.
Young nigga with the amps. I get disrespectful. Treat all these hoes the same. None of y'all
on my pickle. All right.
Keep your mouth closed, little bitch. I might bless you.
This song is okay. It's not bad. It just doesn't move me like the other songs. But I would if this song was to come on, I'd leave it on.
Nah, y'all wildin'. This is a highlight because you got 21 Savage and Offset going back and forth on the first verse. Like 21 saying a bar, Offset saying a bar, and it's just boom, 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 boom. Like, come on, man. I think that's great because I know for me and I know a lot of us, we definitely enjoy like back and forth because I know for me the first time that I've ever heard like rappers going back and forth on a track was like
flow.
Or it is Jada and Styles.
Yeah,
you know, and Styles, they're like, you know, magicians at that shit. The shit is fucking amazing.
Not Run DMC.
So to get 21 and Offset to see them do that, I think that's a beautiful ode to hip hop.
Not Run DMC.
Yo, this nigga, yo.
I mean, well, yeah.
Eli didn't. No, it's not. Yeah, of course. Eli didn't start listening to hip hop till 1998, Julius. You got to remember that.
Well, technically, I didn't start listening to hip hop until a late part of my life when I was 13, 14.
Well, wait,
I mean,
didn't Pun and Joe do one of them?
All the old school rap is cool or whatever, but I'm growing up in the time that I'm seeing things happen. Like when Run DMC was out, I don't even.
Fat Joe and Pun did it too.
If y'all was doing that at that time, cool. I'm only relating to the generation that I grew up with.
So you're oblivious to Puff and Mace doing it too? The in and out flow? Like, what are you talking about? Like that's not a new flow.
You didn't say
okay. Yeah, let's move on.
Nigga heard what he heard. That's what he
Jesus
just
Christ, yo. Y'all y'all don't listen to KRS-One and shot.
How can you argue with that?
Like, damn, bro. Like, shit.
I am not arguing.
Listen to hip hop.
I was just curious because
that's it. I don't know. I just asked a question.
I ain't never seen Ale go back for somebody on the record because he
That's
trash.
it. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
Him and Big Sean did good.
Next song, please. The next song is Run Up the Racks. 21 flies solo again on this joint. How y'all feeling?
I think this is the only song I could have done without.
This song is sleepy as fuck, and it feels like it didn't make Savage mode. And 21 kept saying he wanted to come out, so Metro said, "Hey, damn."
I want to say this is where the album goes downhill for me. Not downhill, but you know how the roller coaster is going up, the roller coaster is going down for this song right here.
I mean, I wouldn't say all that. I think
The ride is almost over.
Yeah, that's why I looked at him like that. Like, what are you talking?
Yeah, like it's.
I mean, we're at what number 8, right?
But I
3
didn't
more
really,
tracks.
Yeah, all right. So then we'll get into Still Serving. Still Serving. What you say about Still Serving?
It's still the roller coaster still going.
How I feel about Still Serving.
Okay, with the scope, I guess shit dirty. Nah, man, this is a
Eli loved this album because he really rapped like he tall. This album's not that good.
The album is pretty okay, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. The album is pretty okay.
album, bro. And what's crazy is just that y'all a few people that feel like this because this album and the follow up to this album was highly anticipated. People wanted another Without Warning too.
They did. I was in those conversations. I was in those some of those
Rooms.
I'm talking about those rap rooms before Clubhouse. So yeah.
The only miss that Metro has ever had is the project he did with Big Sean. That project wasn't good.
And the project he did with Nas.
I mean, it wasn't, but we did get.
And that's not even talked about.
It isn't, but we did. That's another topic. Anyway, yeah, next I can do without the song.
Okay, and then we end on a very high note, in my opinion. Darth Vader is fire.
Great title song.
Yeah.
Great. The song title was really, really good.
It is. I think the song titles on this album are really good.
Yeah.
If you look at it.
I think the song titles did more justice than the actual songs did.
How do you feel about the Darth Vader song?
The Darth Vader song was good. Me personally, I didn't think it was that strong of a closer, but it's cool. Like, it's not memorable.
That's crazy. I have this on rotation.
You really like this album, don't you, Eli?
I love this album. I think this album's great. I think this album shows everything. The potential, like that. Back when this shit dropped, this showed potential. This showed what we're from 21 Savage in the future, and what we could get from Offset. And I think Offset shined, and I was extremely disappointed when he dropped his album because I was basically expecting Without Warning Part 2, and I didn't get any of that from his solo project.
I don't understand how you thought that.
But I'm always here to listen to Offset and Quavo, especially with the teasers that they dropped not too long ago. Come on, man.
Yo, man, so these two artists, they complement each other well, but they're just very one-dimensional to me. Like with 21 Savage, with 21 Savage, if I want some dark shit, I completely get it. Like I'm gonna go to 21. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be satisfied. I'm not finished. And if I want to go to, and if I want Offset, like I know Offset had, like he could rap well. Like I'm not saying that he can't rap. It's just that like it's not much to it. Like he doesn't have much depth. Like he doesn't really give much. Like his social media presence is more important to me than him rapping. Like unless he's with the Migos rapping. Like so like that's what it is for me. Like he doesn't make me care about his music when he raps or whatever like that. So that's just the truth of it when I say that. I think that's where I come from with it. Like they're very one-dimensional artists, and it's like I have to be in the mood to listen to 21 Savage. Like I'm not like I'm not listening to 21 Savage on my day-to-day.
I hear you.
Heard you. I enjoyed what 21 does for his community and the community a lot. I think that's why I respect him so much. His music, I believe, can definitely get better. He's young. He's still young, so he still has a lot of life experiences to go through. Huh?
I'm on 21.
Yeah, I'm talking about 21. He has a lot of life experience. Well, both of them are young. So, but 21 has a lot more life to go through. So,
y'all. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't 21 Savage win a Grammy for that song that he did with J. Cole?
I mean,
when you
say
that
was J. Cole with Post Malone, he won a Grammy, but that doesn't tell me that doesn't tell me that he's a great artist That just tells me that he did a song with a white guy that always wins awards.
Exactly. That winning that means
well,
nothing.
I'm gonna fact check that because either he's sitting on 2 Grammys or something like that.
Just because you win Grammys don't mean you're really good. I mean, look at Taylor Swift.
It does.
He definitely won a Grammy because that was J. Cole's first Grammy.
Okay, you can win a Grammy and you still will suck. I'm not 21 doesn't suck, but I'm just saying, why bring Grammys up into?
I don't understand what the point Eli's trying to make. I just said he won. I know he won his first one with Post Malone, and the second one was with Cole. I'm just saying he's a one-dimensional artist. Like you could be a one-dimensional artist and win a Grammy.
A lot of Atlanta rappers are.
I don't think that 21 Savage is one-dimensional because if what was his I Was his last album, that song he had with J. Cole, and he showed massive range between.
That's one song.
He showed massive.
That's not true. That's not
one
true.
song.
Hold on. Go ahead, Eli.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I said, go ahead, Eli. I was clearing the paint for you.
But thank you. But what's it called? He showed massive range on that album and the album that he dropped before that with the pink cover or whatever. Where with that shit. But yeah, 21 Savage is showing you guys range, and it's crazy because you guys aren't even paying attention to it. I get it. To each is his own. That's fine. But you got to give credit where credit is due.
I think you're easily impressed. I think you're easily impressed, and I think that you
impressed.
No. You are. I'll let you talk. I'm gonna finish. You're easily impressed, and like you need like obviously the bare minimum from certain artists. So from 21 Savage, like he's at his best when he's doing that dark shit. That's a fact. So everything else that he does, like that's why I'm sitting there and I'm like, nah, he's not giving me that feeling. I want to hear him talk about killing people. I don't want to hear him talk about nothing else with some dark shit. All those other songs that he got where he be singing and shit like that, like, all right, cool, it crosses over, but that's not his best music.
So then you want your artist to be one-dimensional. That's what you're telling me.
No, I don't want him to be one-dimensional. I'm telling you what he's really good at.
But you just said I don't get 21 talk about killing shit.
There's certain artists that you go
one-dimensional.
I mean, we've talked about this before. It's not that you want all these artists to be one-dimensional, but there's certain artists that you go to for certain. Like I said, into this, I'm biased with 21 because I really like 21 Savage's music. I know what I like from him, and I know what I get from that experience. Taurian really likes Pusha T, so he goes into listening to Pusha T, not to listen to shit like what he put out with Lauryn Hill. I don't think nobody wanted some shit like that. You want your coke raps and that type of shit from him. I know what I want from Freddie Gibbs, so it's like it falls in that line of work. I get it. If you want more from 21, then maybe this ain't the project for you.
I would say it's funny because I don't really feel like you get range from 21 Savage in Without Warning. However, right after Without Warning is I am greater than what I was, which is full of range.
Yeah,
from the J. Cole track to the Young Thug track to ATM, to that there's plenty of range in that. So I think that for me, you can hear the growth in the year's time because remember, 2017 Out Without Warning comes out. Greater Than What I Am comes out 2018. It came out the latter end of 2018 to the point where people it won a Grammy in 2019 because it was that good. Remember, submissions for Grammys are over in September, October. So that's how good the album was.
Yeah.
You can hear the years in a year's time, how much music Savage Mode 2 is even better with range and cadence it may. I think the reason why I don't love this project is because I like Savage Mode so much. And to me, this sounds like throwaway tracks from Savage Mode. If I want dark and deep raps from 21 Savage, I go to Savage Mode. Me personally. So when I heard this, it just sounded redundant to me. It sounded super like lackadaisical, and then it was just ill placed where Offset was. It didn't make sense to me. So I don't know if people wanted this because Issa album had already came out in 2016, so they were just looking for more 21 Savage to hold them over, or they really, really enjoyed it? Because you're saying people enjoyed it, but people didn't. But if you had to pick between Savage Mode and this album, I'm pretty sure you're picking Savage Mode.
I don't know, man. That's debatable. I can't really argue with you on that one. But I really do. I know for me, I would love another Without Warning Part 2.
I bet it would sound different too.
I was to put Savage Mode and Without Warning. Man, it's such a difficult pick, man, because I have memories with Savage Mode, and Without Warning was like, it was a moment.
So my question to you is, yes or no, without any side information, do the album sound similar in sound?
Yeah.
You think they sound completely different? In Savage Mode
and a lot, and to me, it's like I said, and I'm going off with Offset right here. Like, Offset added so much sauce to this project. I feel like if Metro and Savage Mode, if Metro and 21 would have just done this on their own, it just would have been dumb too. I think this would have been a good project, but I don't think it would have gotten the praise and the hype that it did with Offset on it, because Offset just added, like I said, he added so much sauce with the cadences, the flows. It's, like, that's the thing with rap. Everybody, from the moment we started rap to this very day, everybody talks about jewelry, money, cars, clothes, all that stuff. The only difference is how you say it and how you deliver it. And I feel like Offset is one of those people that does it effortlessly and does it beautifully, especially on this project.
So I'll say this to Regg's point. I truly believe that Honcho Jack is better.
Excuse me, you said what?
I think Honcho Jack is a better project.
Better, but it did age well. I'm not even gonna lie, because
my brother, it aged like a AA battery, my brother.
I'm with you guys. I think
modern slavery, Black and Chinese, motorcycle patches, Honcho Jack, Dubai shit, Moon Rock, and Best Man. It is a better project.
No,
it aged a hell of a lot better.
If you play Fortnite on the weekdays, yes, it will sound good to you. That is not a good album, and how dare you bring this album up during this episode? Somebody get us together. Somebody get us together.
Okay, let me get us together. I want to hear you guys on this album. Rob, I'm gonna get you out the way. What's your rating on this album?
1.
You care to expound on that? You care to share any other?
I think I gave a pretty well thought out analysis when I talked to Eli.
Too, my brother.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move on to Eli. What you think?
It's perfect. I love it.
Excuse me.
There's only one song I could do without. Other than that, and even that one song that I don't need, it's still good.
So here's my question, Eli. If a test consists of 10 questions and you get one question wrong, that automatically gives you a B. Automatically. Like, because we know a B is between 85 and 95. So if it's exception of one track makes it perfect, then that at least gives it a 4.
Yeah,
or 3.5.
Okay.
That one track that I don't really need, it's still good. Run Up the Racks, I don't need that, but it's still a good song, and it still adds to the sauce of this album. It still adds to me enjoying this album. That when it on sit there and listen to it, most favorite track, but it's still a bop. It's still a worthy joint to have on this whole project.
You don't feel like out of 10 songs for you to have that semi decent is a problem when the album is only 10 songs?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you've rated albums that same way, and you don't.
Not out of 10.
This is for me.
Not out of 10. All right. I mean, look, you're entitled to your opinion. I just always want to make sure that on the Rap in Order listeners always get full detail analysis of these albums when we speak about them and not just
because
for information.
I'm pretty sure you have those same grievances for other albums too. You think like, yo, this album is good, but I didn't need this one track.
But I'm 9 out of 10. See, 10 is a very lean album. So for me, if we were talking 13 or 15 tracks and you said you didn't like one, then I'll say, okay, I can see that. You're talking about 10. Imagine if I take one finger off your hand.
And I'm like I told
you can pick up things, but you can't really grab them the way you want to.
Hey, man.
Or how about this? Instead of me taking a finger, I just take a nub of a finger. So now you got half of a finger. All right. Reg, go ahead.
We've established, to your point though, Rob, we have established on this podcast many a times that an album doesn't need, by some of our qualifications and by some of us, the way that we look at albums, they don't need to be perfect songs on this album. Every song doesn't need to be perfect for it to be a classic.
Yeah.
A lot of times. So, I mean, if it's a classic to him,
Guy Golly, it's
classic to me. Because I still listen to this album to this day. A good portion of this album is still part of my day-to-day. I love this album.
Mr. Klass, Mr. Regg?
Well, Taurian didn't go yet.
2.5. I like half the album.
You said 2.5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. For me, I'll give this album a 4. I enjoy this album a lot. The songs that I don't really need, there's maybe like 2 that I don't need on here. And but I like their chemistry on this project a lot. And I feel like I was shortchanged because I did want more from them. I was one of those people that was looking forward to them working more together. And I would especially like to hear some shit that they dropped today because I feel like they only got better. Savage Mode 2 was fucking amazing. I still listen to that project.
Great album.
Offset.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Offset is only getting better. I'm excited to hear what he comes out with. So, I mean, even if this is a one and done, it's fine. But I still really enjoy the project. And you already know how I feel about Metro as a producer. Like, he's just getting better. That dude is like next level. And he, like I said, he has, for me, passed Mike Will on that ascension of the new age of producing.
Whoa! Oh, that's bold.
I've said this before.
I think Mike Will would love to have a word with you about that.
That is bold, Regg.
I'm sure he would.
I mean, they all pretty much came up together.
But I think Mike Will. That's big. That's a debate.
Look at what's the shit called? Metro's solo album.
Yeah.
All Heroes Don't Wear Capes.
Yeah.
Amazing project.
But I think
all the ransoms.
Yeah.
But
no.
Metro I think has better range of just different variety.
Look at the projects that Metro has produced and look at the projects that Mike Will has produced.
Yeah, but when
Mike Will has 2 classics.
Way more.
Mike Will has 2 classics through Ray Shremmer. Not to mention tracks that he has with that whole camp of QC and what have you. He has Beyonce tracks.
Gucci.
He has Gucci track. Well, that's what I mean.
Miley Cyrus track.
Miley. He has.
You're naming.
Hold on.
Are you naming?
And not to mention.
Wait. Are you naming Miley just to show the range? Because you don't listen to that album.
Well, what I was about to say is I know you listen to Damn. And Mike is on Damn. Mike is on Damn.
Twice.
But I don't get your argument.
I think, unfortunately, as much as I love Metro Boomin, I love Metro. I think he's amazing at what he does, but I think he's one-dimensional.
I think you need to reassess.
Yeah, okay, well, Rob.
How that you think?
Rob, come on.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, Rob. I think that's a stretch, but I mean,
I love you, Rob.
I like Mike Will better than Metro Boomin myself as well.
Yeah, I would
The
take
Ray
Mike
Sherman
Will.
projects that he's worked on, like what he does with Gucci, like the stuff that he does with 2 Chainz, like the stuff that he works on with artists, what he did with Jay, what he does with other artists, I enjoy when he works. And like Mike, to me, Mike Will has more of like a city feel in that sense. And this is just me, and this is because I lived in Georgia. So me living in Georgia for a period of time, and I always talk about this, kind of gives me a little bit of a different perspective of certain artists from Atlanta. So with Metro Boomin, I look at him more as like homemade, like not as like big or star studded, like big production and everything like that. Like Metro Boomin was very like mom and pop, very homely.
But I think Metro has produced more full projects than Mike Will.
Yeah.
Didn't he handle all of What a Time?
Yeah.
He handled What a Time. He handled this. He handled Savage Mode 1 and 2. He
does have a collection of work than Mike Will.
He has collections.
Yeah, drop top Guwap with the whole Gucci project.
Like, I mean, he did that whole shit. So like, you naming Gucci, like he don't have a whole project with Metro.
Okay, see, now here's where the argument gets a little. I forget. I don't know the language or the word for it, but if you want Metro as a person that was a full album, get him. If you want Mike Will for hits, get him.
I mean, okay, Julius, that's a good point. But like I said, just for me, like Mike Will produces great albums as well. I know for a fact because this was when me and Regg was traveling together a lot, that Regg lives and dies by Ray Shrimmer. So and Mike Will like crafted their sound and their music. So it's just like we know like what he's capable of, and we know full length projects that he's like worked on. So I'm just saying that I just think that what Metro did, like, it's not that he's one dimensional, it's just that he has a sound. There's nothing wrong with that. Like the Neptunes have a sound. There's nothing wrong with having a sound. I think that's what Rob means when he's saying one dimensional. I'm not saying that as a swipe. Like Metro has his sound. And I'm cool with that. But at the same time, like for me, it's just that I like the production and the sound of what Mike Will gets.
Okay,
like,
so
it's just a very like bigger sound. It's more luxurious. It sounds more polished. Where like Metro, he has like a real grimy sound. It's like the difference between Swiss Beats and Dane Grease. It's like that. Like that would be the best way for me to say it. Dane Grease is more gritty and more street and more hood. Swiss Beats is also gritty and street, but he's very polished. Like you could tell, like he has more of a more classical musical background, right? So that's the only way that I can separate the two of them. So what I'm saying is just that for me, I like the more polished sound that Mike Will made it gives.
I would agree, Tori. You definitely cleaned that up a little bit more for Metro Boomin. He does have a unique sound that I do like, but I just think when I hear Mike Will on a track, sometimes I'm often surprised that it is Mike Will. Like it gives me this whole like when I heard Damn, it was like Mike Will made this. This is crazy because you don't expect it from him. Like you really have to do your due diligence to see the credit when you see the range that Mike Will has sometimes when it comes to big artists that he works with. I think that Metro makes artists big opposed to Mike Will, who works with big artists.
Okay.
Yeah, because Mike Will even has a song with Mariah Carey, which is crazy.
Yeah.
She tried to finesse him out of a deal with that. Yeah, and I only found that out because I asked him on Clubhouse. But that's for another day. That's for another day.
Right.
All right. So we'll wrap this up with our ratings already out there. This has been great. This felt good to be back. It's been a while.
Welcome back. I
feel like I want to do another one.
More shit. Yeah. This has been Rap in Order. I'm First Class Regg.
I'm Taurian B.
And we are out of here. Peace.
Pew.